This week's Football Talk podcast. Myself and with the other end is David Nicol.
Hello. Yes, I'm here as well.
Hey.
We're both here. I've got a plain black background today, which is concerning because normally I've had a different image every time, Josh. But obviously you can't see that.
No,
because-
that's why there was a moment kind of like is he there? Because I never get to see Dave now.
No,
I mean,
the way-
a little bit we did, but now just talking to the screen again.
I'm trying to fix it for next week's incredible watch along, which is going to happen.
Yeah.
So that you can see me.
We confident now it's going to happen.
I'm confident. Yeah, I'm confident that the watch along is going to happen for next week. So, but yes, unfortunately, apologies to everybody that can see this on YouTube with my black screen behind me. But
Well, I think it's very topical for the moment we're in, Dave. So I'd like to think that you did it on purpose.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's very true. Yeah, I'll take that.
And the Premier League players will be fashioning Black Lives Matter on the instead of their names on the shirt for the first round as well.
They will. And as someone said to me, that is really going to screw Paul Merson over. So, because he won't know who's who.
Oh, he won't. Oh, he never does. Never does.
Bless him. But Josh, you're in charge of this podcast, mate.
Yeah.
What's up?
I want to know how you are, Dave. How are you this week?
I'm good. We're all right. You know, there's still uncertainty around work and everything like that, but I think quite a lot of people have that at the moment. But we're getting through it. Our first phase of lockdown should be ending in 2 weeks, and then we should be going to a little bit of more normality. But yeah, overall, I think we're coping okay. We're going on longer walks and taking the dog out, and I think he was shocked because it's the first time we ever got up in the morning and been like, "Come on, Rude, we're going for a walk," and then it ended up being like 6k, and now he's just slept for the rest of the day. So
that was probably quite a hot walk, I'm going to imagine. Or
yeah, it's like muggy, very humid and sweaty. So yeah, it's not the best. Lovely. How are you anyway, mate? How are you?
Yeah, pretty good, thank you. Yeah, lockdown has been eased a little bit. We can now form bubbles. So I've now formed a bubble with my mother. There's single adults, and they are able to form bubbles. So my mother we met up yesterday, and she's going to be able to look after the kids as well. So nice. Yeah, bubbles are being formed all around the UK as we speak, which is going to be helpful for a lot of people.
Is there a size limit to the bubble, or can you just be like, I'm just going to let my bubble get bigger and bigger and bigger?
Well, it can only be between. I think it can be between a single adult and and another family.
Ah, okay, right, okay.
So effectively, two households can join as long as one of them is a single adult. I think it's sort of like grandparents or parents who are on their own, or maybe to a couple, living alone, been separated all this time, just fancy getting back together. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Hear me?
Fair enough.
It's just a body, Dave. Don't worry, it's just a body.
It's just a body. Oh, good. I'm glad that you're doing all right. Anyway, I'm glad you're doing all right, and you can have more contact with your mum, which is always great.
Yes. Yeah. What I realised today, my son was asking to watch some films, and he's quite keen to watch more Star Wars, and I've gone through it in kind of order. So he's watched Phantom Menace and Attack of the Clones and UPG, but Revenge of the Sith is a 12A. I was like, oh, he's only 5. I was like, I'm not going to go there. And I was like, and he's also been asking to watch Jurassic Park, but Jurassic Park's a PG. I was like, oh, is it?
Yeah.
I'm surprised. I would have thought it would have been a 12A. I mean,
spoiler alert.
If I let him watch that, that's going to end in nightmares.
Spoiler alert! Someone gets eaten on the toilet on Jurassic Park?
Yeah, he's never going to want to go for a poo again.
No, exactly. Yeah, I'd say you're safe with. I'd say you're safe with Revenge of the Sith. I would say, as a big Star Wars nerd, I'd say you'd be safe. Yeah. It's just because it's the image of at the end, isn't it? You've obviously. I'm not. Spoiler alert again. It's the image.
Spoiler alert from the film from 2005. Yeah.
It's the. Well, I mean, I gave a spoiler alert for Jurassic Park, which is like 1990. So
93. Yeah.
93. Yeah. It's the scene at the end when he's burning, when Vader's burning, and he's like, "I hate you." That's what makes it a 12.
I mean, to be honest with you, there's scenes in, is it Phantom Menace with Qui-Gon Jinn and Darth Maul, and Darth Maul just tumbles over in 2 pieces down the pit. It's like, it's not great. That's a you.
Exactly. But
the good old half man, chopped in half, tumbling through. Kids.
Yeah. I remember that in my nursery rhymes.
Yeah.
Darth Maul came in piece by piece.
Humpty Dumpty fell off the wall, tumbled down half into the pit after he was sliced by a lightsaber.
Right, Josh, football.
Football. I've got a question for you, Dave. And it just came to me just before this.
Right.
Well, two questions. One, because there's obviously the Mesut Ozil bit of the other week around him being dropped by Adidas, and he was going to be focusing on the M10 or MO10 is his own range, and it seems to be the thing now. Footballers do the CR7, and would you, if you were a footballer, you'd have what, DN4?
No, it would be well, Nichols 33 is my gamer tag everywhere. 33 is one of my favourite numbers, so probably N33, I guess.
N33. So what kind of branding do you reckon you'd get into with that? N33, you'd have your own range of
extra
what?
large clothing. To fit me right now. No.
And you're telling for all needs, so you'd go up to 33XL. That's what you'd do.
Yeah, I think
you cater for everybody upwards. Hey,
yeah,
I'm just catering for you.
I feel like I could be the sports version, the sports side of Giacomo. So N33 brand sport for Giacomo. Partner up. Yeah. That's a good question. Yeah, N33 would probably be the symbol / marketing.
So you picked up a professional player and you choose the shirt 33, would you?
Yeah. Well, generally yes, but I would always normally go for number 3 if I'm in the starting 11 because I'm a
left back.
No, because I'm a fad for numbers.
Well,
but number 33 shouldn't really be in the starting 11. That's like
number 33. No,
under 23s player.
Do you have any knowledge of a player who wears the shirt 33? Is there someone you go, oh, look, he's wearing my favourite number?
Do you know what? There was someone, and I can't remember who it is now.
For some reason, I feel like Nasser Chadli was wearing something high. I feel like he's got an... Do you remember Nasser Chadli?
Yeah, I remember Nasser Chadli, yeah.
Yeah,
did he wear the 33, did he?
I think it was... I thought it was 30-something. But I might be completely...
Nah, fair enough. Well, so, in, Football Manager, when you sign someone and then...
It was 22.
22.
Oh.
That's also one of my favourite numbers, because it's where I grew up, didn't I? 22 was my house number.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think, in Football Manager, if I've got... If 1 to 11 is gone and then I sign someone who I'm really happy and really excited to see play, I would generally give him the number 33 shirt. Unless it's Luka Zahovic and then he gets number 90, because that's just an inbuilt thing for my life.
Okay. So Google Images tells me we've got Gabriel Jesus, Petr Cech, maybe even Ben Davies might have done it at some point, and also who did I see? Bernadeschi.
Nice, good number. Yeah, good player, good number.
Jordan Ibe.
No, he's not allowed 33. He's banned from the N33 marketing.
Maybe Mario Gomez, I think, had it.
Nice.
Yeah, I think you'd like a bit of Mario Gomez. He's in a similar ilk to Miroslav Klose.
Yeah. I'd welcome Mario Gomez into the branding. Yeah.
Yeah, he would be forefront of it, but he'd get there. Yeah, he'd have some presence. Okay. Nice.
He'd advertise the older gentleman's sporting goods for N33 clothing. So.
Say older gentleman.
Yeah, the older gentleman. I think he's older than me, isn't he?
He's 34.
They were the same age then. Brilliant.
Yeah, he's 85. He was born in.
Oh, okay. So he's older. He's older.
Yeah. No, you're older, mate. So you advertise these older man sporting goods, please. Yeah.
Yeah. So what would you be? What was your? I mean, this is a weird start to the pod, but what is your marketing?
Well, I'll be JC17 because 17 is my favourite number.
Right.
It's a little bit close to E17.
And JC17 is quite a mouthful, I feel. That's what she said.
Yes. So we'd have our own condom brand, is what we'd have.
Nice. Oh, bloody hell.
Oh, dear. I don't know what I'd brand, actually. I'll stick with that.
For anyone arriving late, this is a football podcast, chatting about football stuff. We've got... So I'm going to break up, Josh, and we've got a question. Do you think Barca will retire the number 10 shirt when Messi leaves?
Probably it's a big number, isn't it?
I don't think they would. I don't think they will.
No, I don't think they will either.
No. But
retiring numbers is typically associated with death as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a very much American thing. I think it's associated with it's very much an American Hall of Fame thing, isn't it? When you retire a number.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Man United haven't retired any numbers. Have Spurs retired any numbers?
I don't think so.
No. Because Wolves did it for Carl Ikeme, didn't they? But it's not retired. It's reserved while he's alive, sort of thing. Or he's going through his treatment. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm looking now. So there's obviously, I remember Mark Vivian Foe, obviously. City, but like Bobby Moore again at West Ham was retired.
Yeah.
Johan Cruyff is retired, but there's some ones like Paolo Maldini, Javier Zanetti, Diego Maradona's had the number 10 retired Napoli.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I would think like if Barca didn't retire Maradona's shirt, they won't redo it for Messi. I think.
I don't know. I think if there's ever anyone who's going to get a shirt retired, it should be Messi. But I don't know.
I would feel weird if you don't have a number 10.
Numbers, aren't they?
If you don't have a number 10 in your team, I'd feel really weird.
Problem is, will it end up like the Manchester United number 7 shirt? You've had some shocker number 7 ever since Ronaldo, haven't you?
Yeah, it's been horrendous. Yeah.
And so literally, if it's anything like England, it'll be like, who's taken the Barcelona number 10 shirt, and it'll be a poison chalice, won't it?
I was gonna say, how funny would it be if Martin Braithwaite, goal scorer this weekend, for Barca, if he had a clause in his contract that said if Messi retires while I'm at the club, I get the number 10 shirt. Goes from Messi to Braithwaite.
It's good to see that Messi hasn't lost it. In case we were all thinking he might have just lost it, he comes back, goals and assists straight away.
Yeah, it did look good. He did look good. So, any other football news, Josh? Football news. Come on, what you got? Hit me.
Did you see Ante Rebic's red card?
I did not see Anthony Rebic's red card.
Should I
see Anthony Rebic's red card?
Yeah, it was AC Milan he's at, I think. And he has eyes on the ball, but it is incredibly dangerous because the ball's going over his head and he's running, kind of a counter-attack, he's breaking out, someone played the ball and he's just running out and but he knows something's up because you'd never try and lift your foot up that high if you didn't think someone was coming. And
I've just watched it.
There it goes. That's what happens. Yeah, you've seen it.
It's like can you remember what De Jong did on that Xavi Alonso in the World Cup?
Yeah, that was about 10 years ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's like that, but higher up in the air, but accidental. Whereas De Jong's looked deliberate.
Yeah, I don't trust that De Jong would. De Jong had a little bit of a.
He knew it was
something to him, didn't he?
Yeah. So no, that's impressive from Reddit to get that red card.
But in news, I saw there's no ball boys in the Premier League.
No
one's talking about that as some families be struggling with their extra ball boy income not coming in. But yeah, so there's going to be somewhat of a multi-ball system. There'll be balls left next to cones apparently.
Okay.
And then whilst the other ball has been, because obviously you didn't want the game to be delayed by 2 minutes as the goalkeeper has to
go over the back gate and get it out of the river.
Wade through like Eric Dyer style, wading through the. If Eric Dyer scores and doesn't go and celebrate wading up the stands, he's missed a trick there because that would be brilliantly topical. But yeah, there's someone else, a member of staff will go and collect that ball from these stands. I mean, that's what we're all. I'll keep updated on any ball boy news going forward.
Yeah, well, Bundesliga has ball boys, but they had for the first week anyway, they had ball boys and they had to put it on a cone. So there was no hand-to-hand contact.
What, as in like the peak of a cone? Like my head was like...
Yeah. So you know the little training cones you get?
Yep.
Like it was just on top of one of them. That's what they had to put it on. So there was no hand-to-hand contact. So it was very bizarre. But
so they'll place it there and then the player will retrieve it from there?
Yeah.
Spurs were playing some training matches the other week, and they shared it on their Instagram. And I was a bit confused as why they would do such a thing. But they were kind of doing some training, and whereas effectively like playing like basketball or using their hands, instead of using their feet, they're passing the ball between hand to hand. I was like, probably not the time for it, guys.
So you mean like rugby?
Yeah, no, it wasn't quite rugby. It was kind of passing the ball because it was moving all around the pitch. But basically, it was instead of using the feet, or using the hands, like say handball, effectively.
Yeah. Okay.
It's like, well, why are you doing that? Like you're touching the ball with your hands.
Yeah, but they've all been tested, haven't they? So.
Yeah, and someone's come back positive. And then we played Norwich on Friday night in a friendly, 120-minute friendly. It was kind of a weird match, really. It was Spurs had gone 1-0 up at 90 minutes. Then the last 30 was more of a youth match, and then Norwich scored 2. So the headlines were Norwich win 2-1. It was like, well, let's not.
No.
But a Norwich player tested positive, and also was part of the matchday squad, and was at the game for that.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, and it said that he's the only one who has to isolate because of the precautions they took, and no other player came to close contact with him. So I don't know. It's a bit of a concern.
Is this going to be like Lasagna Gate all over again? Is that when Man United beat Spurs on Friday? Oh, but we've all got COVID. We all got COVID from that Norwich guy. Oh, we're all ill.
If it is, then they need to take a long hard look at themselves, don't they?
They do. What other news have you got for me, Josh?
Well, I've scraped that barrel dry, mate. So what have you got?
Sepp Blatter investigated again.
Blatter. Oh, let me guess. He's done something good. He's done something really good.
I'll give you another guess. What do you think he's done?
Something corrupt.
He's done something corrupt, yeah. He's been investigated for a $1 million loan that was given from a FIFA account to the Trinidad and Tobago Football Association, and then immediately said they didn't have to pay it back, and the payments were subsequently waived. And he has come out and denied all wrongdoing, as only Sepp Blatter can do when there's so much evidence against you.
Why not just mock people by going, yeah, there's nothing there. No, nothing. I don't know what this is about.
Platini will back me up. There's nothing there. There's no wrongdoing. Yeah. But, so that caught my eye as a little bit of background news. The Bundesliga is practically over. Bayern Munich need a draw from their next game to wrap up the title.
Yeah, it was all over after Bayern beat by Joshua Kimmich Lob. It was all over that point, wasn't it? I mean,
but Haaland scored again. He came on at half-time, just after half-time for Dortmund, and a lovely header with his first real chance of the game.
Little loopy header, yeah.
It was a nice little header, and it made me realise that I really wish we could have bought him as United. I really wish we could have got that done. But
okay, so you say that. So you've obviously got your own young striker who's, good guy, Rashford. Yeah. Would you take Haaland instead of Rashford?
Not instead of. I'd have them both. I'd put Rashford on left.
No. You'll have one or the other. One or the other. Who do you reckon?
You can't do that.
I literally can. That's what I've just done.
Oh, okay. Rashford. Got to stick with the homegrown boy. Yeah, got to stick with the homegrown boy. If it's one or the other, he's already proved himself in the Premier League. He's doing it well. Loves Manchester. He's a good guy, Rashford, man.
He's a good guy, Rashford.
Good guy, Rashford. I don't think. Yeah, I'd pick Rashford. I'd go stick with Rashford over Haaland.
Well, be happy with what you've got then, mate. Stop, lusting after Haaland.
No. I thought the question was going to be if you could have signed Haaland or Bruno Fernandes and only one of them, who would it have been?
No, and do you know what? I've got increasingly annoyed by the Bruno Fernandes loving that's happened.
Oh, he's amazing.
How many games has he played, Dave?
Doesn't matter.
It definitely does matter.
How many assists and goals has he contributed towards?
Tell me either of those facts.
It's something like, I don't know, is it like 8 games and
5 league games, 2 goals?
Yeah, how many assists?
I got that in front of me.
Oh.
So he's had 9 games, 3 goals, all right?
Yeah.
9 games, and people are already writing things like, Pogba and Fernandes going to be the best centre midfield partnership of the next season. And didn't he get into BBC's Team of the Season or something? It's like,
may have done,
he's played 5 games.
He may have done. That's just because there's a massive volume of Man United fans that voted.
That is just disgusting.
I am very excited to see Pogba and Bruno destroy Tottenham on Friday, though, which will be live on Football Talk.
Yes, we will be watching that live. I've been happiest I've been not watching football. That's been one of the benefits of lockdowns that I haven't had to endure. I mean, if it had been Spurs, kind of 2 years ago, I'd have been happy. I've been unhappy and been missing them, but I've actually had to experience the last 18 months of Spurs, so it's not been happy. So I've been loving this lockdown, but Are you thinking it's going to be a Pogba Fernandes lineup then? You think?
I don't know for the first game, and Tottenham's quite a tough game. I think he'll go Matic, McTominay, Fernandes to start, or maybe Fred, McTominay, Fernandes. Because Pogba hasn't played properly, has he, for a while? So,
but there's no issue that he's not going to get in. Kind of like he's not just been ousted. He's going to be in and part of the squad because it seemed like he was never going to reappear.
I think the COVID situation has made it. It's going to be a lot harder for clubs to afford him in the summer, Pogba, and I think he'll be reintegrated. Yeah, I think he'll be.
It depends if. It's all that talk we're having around transfer fees, and you still see stupid things like there's it N'Golo Kante to Real Madrid rumour.
Yeah.
Like 70 million. It's like, in what world is that going to happen?
I know. Yeah, So.
Real Madrid still have Casemiro. Why would they want N'Golo Kante? I mean, I can understand that he's 29, 71 million. I'm like, oh, come on, guys.
Yeah, I don't get that. There was another bit of news, actually, Josh, before we move on. Someone's just reminded me in the chat. Chitanya N, who is just reminding me in the chat, what are your thoughts on Arsenal's horror friendly against Brentford? Did you see that?
Yeah, I see that, yeah.
Where they played a pretty strong team and lost 3-2 to Brentford at the Emirates. So, come on, as a Spurs fan, you got to be happy with that. You got to be loving that.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it was real sad to see that. I mean, it's, it's, honestly, what do people expect? I mean, Arsenal aren't going to be a different Arsenal now.
No, they're not.
They're still going to be the same, and I don't know how. I mean, I'm talking about not looking forward to a restart. I mean, Arsenal against Man City, they surely can't be looking forward to the restart.
I can't wait. I'm going to watch that. I'm going to get up and watch that on what will be Thursday morning for me. Just because it's the start of the Premier League, I'm going to watch it. But that Arsenal team, the starting 11 for that friendly was Leno, Bellerin, Mustafi, Pablo Mari, Tierney. So a pretty strong back five.
Yeah, that's about. Well, that's first choice fullbacks and goalkeeper.
Yeah.
Defensive defence is like, well, there's not one first choice centre back out there, a whole bunch. So choose what you want.
Yeah. Midfield was Willock, Ceballos, Saka, and Pepe. And then, you'll probably say that was a midfield three with Pepe and Nketiah and Aubameyang up front as a three. And then the second half, and remember they still lost to Brentford. The second half lineup was Leno, Bellerin, Mustafi, David Luiz, Tierney. You could argue that's a starting back four, but Mustafi will probably be replaced by Socrates. Maitland-Niles, Guendouzi, Ozil, Aubameyang, Lacazette, and Saka, and they still lost.
Yeah, it doesn't. I mean, it's just all about getting game time, isn't it? It's just getting miles of the legs. That's what it's about.
They're going to get steamrolled by Man City. It's going to be great.
Well, it's funny, isn't it? Because it's all about mentality, and like you think, if Pep can do his best, but what are Man City really going for?
Momentum for the Champions League games. They have to keep it. They have to get that momentum.
They have to, but it's going to be hard. I think it'd be hard to motivate them.
Yeah, it is. It will be hard to motivate them, but yeah.
And Arsenal still have obviously the chance to get to top four if they have a really good run, and so I don't know. I'm now thinking about it. I'm thinking maybe Arsenal. Man City might be a bit closer than we think. It's an interesting bit is the Arteta Pep, which I'm sure the media will pick up on.
Yeah, very true, very true. So, right, should we move on? Well, you're hosting
let's move on to the quiz. Bring up Dave. Ooh la 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 la. Ooh la 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 la. Ooh la 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 la. It's quizzing time. Right, Dave, can you see it?
It's on. It's on the screen. It's on the screen.
It's on. Right, I've formulated this quiz myself, Dave. Literally from. Well, Wikipedia was my source, but can you from each you can see there you've got kind of 5 columns of information. Yeah. You've got the nationality of the manager, you've got the nationality of their captain, you've got their kit manufacturer, and you've got the shirt sponsor, and you've got the stadium capacity. Yes, do you agree with me? Are you seeing that?
I agree with you. I'm seeing that.
Right, and so therefore I want you to name the club, and this is from the 2011-2012 season.
Okay.
You remember that season?
Yeah.
What special happened that season?
Liverpool was sponsored by Standard Chartered, had their kit made by Adidas.
Straight in there. Actually, it was more famous for Aguero.
Yes, I know, but obviously I didn't want to mention that, did I? So, because you have to slip it into every podcast that we do.
Pretty much, it's going to be a recurring theme.
Unbelievable stuff. Okay, Italian manager, captain Belgium, manufacturer Umbro, Etihad Airways, Man City.
Correct.
Which will be Mancini Company, won't it?
It will be Mancini Company. Who's your Liverpool to?
Dalglish Gerrard.
Dalglish Gerrard, correct.
Italy, England, Adidas, Samsung, which will be Chelsea, John Terry.
Yes.
And Di Matteo.
Oh, gets it with Di Matteo. Nice work. I thought you were going to go a bit of Carlo there.
No, I was.
But you got to pick it. I mean, Chelsea have had their fair share of Italians, haven't they?
They have, yeah, they have. Scotland, Serbia, Nike, Aeon. Oh, this is Man United, Moyes, Vidic.
Oh,
Is it Man United, Moyes, Matic?
oh dear, this is one of the most embarrassing things I've ever seen on this podcast, Dave.
Oh, it's it's Man United, Ferguson, Vidic. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you not remember Phil Jones,
shut up.
Fergie? Was it Sunderland? No.
Shut up, you. Okay, England, Burda, Sporting Bet. Oh, well, that's Sunderland, surely. Sunderland was Sunderland sponsored by Sporting Bet?
No.
Oh.
So yeah, that's a bit of a tough one. Burda. I mean,
Who on earth
I think only fans of this club would know Burda.
Yeah, who on earth is Burda?
All right, we'll leave that one as a little.
By the way, I'm getting ripped in the comments for saying Moyes. By the way, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, England, Puma or Asma. 36. Oh, so it's only 27,000 for that Sporting Bet one. So it'd be.
Oh, a little hint there. It's like I'm giving you little clues along the way.
Blackpool.
No.
Were they 2011? I'm trying to think who was in.
No, they weren't in that season.
No. Okay. Erasma. I think Erasma is Spurs.
You're correct, Dave. So
Yeah.
who was the manager and
the manager
and captain?
Was Ledley King still playing? Captain and Harry.
Correct. Bingo.
Okay. Take that one. France, Netherlands, Nike, Emirates, Arsenal, Wenger, Van Persie.
Yes, lovely.
Scotland, England, Le Coq Sportif, Chang Beer. Everton,
Yes.
David Moyes.
No, Sir Alex Ferguson.
Yeah. And Leighton Baines or Phil Jagielka?
Neither.
Oh.
Neither, I'm afraid.
Oh, England captain of Everton.
Yeah, he would have represented England a number of times, but
Hmm. No, come back to that one. Well, I can't get that captain.
Right.
Where do we get to? England, Argentina, Puma, Northern Rock / Virgin Money, so it's Newcastle.
Yes.
Colaccini,
Yes.
Steve McLaren,
No.
Graham Souness.
No. Scottish.
Oh yeah. Oh my God, who's Alan Pardew?
Alan is everybody's favourite Pards.
Jesus. Scotland, Bulgaria, Nike, Genting Casinos. Oh my God.
I mean, obviously, the Bulgaria is the most notable one there.
Yeah. Aston Villa,
Aston Villa.
Stilian
Nice.
Petrov.
Stilian Petrov. They played great football under this Scottish manager.
Lambert.
Oh, equally as dire.
Oh, McLeish.
Alex McLeish.
Scotland, England. Again, who is this? Iria? Who is that as a kit manufacturer?
Oh, that's no. I think they're even still sponsored by that. I'd say.
Okay, Aviva. So Norwich.
Yes.
Oh my word, who was Norwich's captain then? No idea.
You do know this guy? I think he turned his hands to a different sport later on.
I'm struggling there.
Okay.
Scotland manager of Norwich, Lambert.
Yeah, you've already gone for him. Yeah.
England, Northern Ireland, Adidas, Boudog. Boudou. Oh my God.
I don't remember him having an Adidas shirt, to be honest with you, but
Oh my
yeah, yeah.
I mean, I'll go with Sunderland again, but
No, it's not Sunderland again.
I just
And there's
can't
also there's a supplementary quiz to this. I've ordered these in a certain order, and you've got to work out what that order was.
Oh crap. Okay. I don't even know what Boudog is.
I mean, I don't know a lot of these sponsors, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Boudog. No, I'm going to have to pass all of that.
Okay.
Netherlands.
I'll find out what Bodog is.
Yeah.
Oh, of course, it's a betting site. Of course it
Oh,
is.
is it? Okay, yeah.
Boo! It's actually Boodog. Boo! I was saying Boodog.
Boo earns.
Boo earns.
Netherlands, England, Kappa, FX Pro. Fulham.
Oh, he gets it. Which bit gave it away with Fulham?
FX Pro.
FX Pro, isn't it? Yeah.
Who is Fulham's? Murphy.
Yes, Danny Murphy. Who was the manager?
The guy that used to manage Spurs, Martin Yole.
Oh,
I'm happy with that.
it.
I'm well happy with that.
That doesn't make up for not knowing who Man United's manager was in the 2011-12 season, but
Scotland, England, Umbro, the Prince's Trust. Sunderland.
No. I mean, fair, a couple of them are the same.
Oh,
but
the
think
Prince's
of the
Trust.
stadium
Wasn't that,
size. Look at the stadium size of the Stadium of Light. Right, it's big, isn't it?
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Oh, and they were sponsored by Tombola. I remember that. Now that I've seen them on the list. Yeah. The Prince's Trust. Isn't that like Swansea or Cardiff?
No.
Oh, crap. Who could that be?
Who can make the sunshine?
I'll come back to that one as well. Come back to that one.
Okay.
Northern Ireland, England, Adidas, 32 red. Who was sponsored by 32 red? I can picture the symbol on the kit. No, come back to that one as well.
Okay.
Wales, England, Lotto, Malaysia. Oh, that's Cardiff.
No.
No, it's not. Sorry, it's QPR. It's QPR, Malaysia Airlines.
Yes.
QPR captain. Oh, bloody hell.
Just think of that final game. Aguero! What happened in that game?
Joey Barton.
Joey. The something. Beep, beep, Barton.
Yeah.
And who was the manager?
A Welsh manager. Mark
Everybody's.
Hughes.
Mark Hughes.
Yeah. Another Welsh manager. Wales, England, Adidas, Britannia. Oh, Stoke, Tony Pulis, Ryan Shawcross.
Yes. Just back to that. The Mark Hughes, Joe Barton. Both, obviously, one's a former Man City manager, one's a former Man City player. I still, throwing that game away.
Really?
I don't know, just throwing it out there. I think Joey Barton's attitude in that match and getting himself sent off does reek of throwing it away, to be honest with you.
Yeah, true. Spain, Scotland, MyFit, 12 bet.
I mean, who on earth? I've no time. I feel like when a kit manufacturer is an unknown kit manufacturer, it feels like it's a kit you get given like for your local club.
Yeah.
Just don't have any time for it.
So small stadium.
Yeah, but managed by a Spaniard.
Wigan.
Ooh, yeah.
So it'll be Wigan. It will be Martinez.
Yeah.
And captain was Scottish. MacArthur. Or McCarthy.
Oh, back to that old game, are we?
Is it one of them?
It's neither of them. No.
No, I'm not going to get that. I'm actually going to... You can give me the answer for that one.
That is Gary Caldwell.
Oh, yeah, I'd never get that. Literally forgot he existed, so...
Oh, didn't he have a brother? Do you have a brother?
Yeah, Stephen Caldwell. I think.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Well, I remembered his brother and not him, so...
Yeah.
Northern Ireland, England, Umbro, Tombola, 49,000. That's Sunderland.
Sunderland.
Finally. The Northern Irish manager of Sunderland.
Yeah.
Owen Coyle? No. Martin O'Neill.
Martin O'Neill. English captain?
Lee Cattermole.
Lee the Rat Cat.
Yeah. And then Republic of Ireland, England, Reebok, 188 bet. Bolton.
Bolton, yes.
Owen Coyle.
Yes.
And oh my word, who would have captain Bolton then? Kevin Davies?
Yes. Well done, Dave.
I'm happy with that. Right, have you got the ones marked that we'll come back to at the end?
I've got them all marked. Yeah, I'm just looking into Gary and Stephen Caldwell. To be honest with you. Gary Caldwell does actually look surprisingly like James MacArthur.
Oh God, not another one.
And obviously both are Scottish.
Yeah.
Both played at Wigan.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. That's all I've got. Hibernian. Did they both play for Hibernian? No, Hamilton.
There you go. I thought I did quite well on that quiz.
You know what, Dave? It's overshadowed by
the Alex Ferguson situation. Yeah.
Yeah. Other than that, you've only got you've got a number of bits outstanding, but in terms of the full amount, you've got four clubs you haven't got, and then a few different captains you haven't got.
Can I have a guess about how they're sorted?
Yes, you can have a guess how they're sorted.
I'm going to go with it. Position at Christmas.
No.
Oh.
No. It's not a bad guess.
Yeah, because it's not the end. It's not the end table, obviously, because Man City would be top.
Correct. Yes, and Man United would be just behind them on goal difference.
Yeah, thank you. You're so irritating. You really are. For a man that supports the club that's never won anything in ages. Do you know what? I tuned in the other day.
Got to get my kicks where I can, mate.
Yeah, true. I tuned in the other day at Sky Sports and it was showing Tottenham winning the Carling Cup against Chelsea. Jonathan Woodgate.
Oh, Jonathan Woodgate bounced off the side of his head.
Yeah. But yeah, there we go. Okay.
To be honest with you, I don't even celebrate. I mean, Carabao Cups, Carling Cups, Worthington Cups. Not really.
Mate, you need whatever you can, surely.
I don't know. I don't feel like it's real. No one ever goes to next day, a week later. No one ever goes, "God, well done that Carabao Cup win." Bet you're well chuffed. No, doesn't happen.
I think if Spurs won it this year, you'd be delighted.
That's all they've lifted.
If Spurs won it this year, you'd be delighted. Yeah, Mourinho would.
I wouldn't be delighted.
Okay.
I wouldn't be like, I don't know. I think it's just almost equivalent as like a Community Shield. It's just nothing.
Yeah. Nah, fair enough. Fair enough.
It's nothing to me. Right. Well, that's well done on the quiz, Dave. That was pretty well done.
Thank you.
Right. Well, let's move on because at the start of the season, when this, way back when in probably August time, Dave and I had a little stab at. That's a bit rude. Stab at the predictions. We're predicting the league table with winner, the top four. We'd look at Champions League, Europa League winner,
Golden Boot,
surprise package, the whole raft of things. And I presume we can see it right now. If
they
you
are on screen, yeah, they are on screen.
Tuning into YouTube. If not, we're going to talk through it. We're going to have a look at what we predicted then, and then do a little kind of supplementary, to go the balance of year, as it were, in financial terms. What we're going to do, who's going to be the outright. Actually, we're not going to do balance of year because that would mean who do we think would score the most goals between now and the end of year, which you could do a little supplementary one there, Dave.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah? Who do we think is going to score the most goals between from restart? Okay. Nice. But yeah, we're going to have a look at revalidate those predictions. Okay, so you can see there that in terms of league table, we were both fully in that Man City camp, Dave, weren't we?
We definitely were.
I don't think we appreciate the mentality of it. The scorned Liverpool would come back and I'm not sure many people predicted this level of intensity and prowess they'd show, but and Man City dropping off. But yeah, I think if we were to revalidate the prediction, Dave, who would you go for to win the title?
Liverpool.
Liverpool. I think we'd both go Liverpool. I think that's pretty fair.
Yeah.
We're both going to choose Liverpool as league winners. And if it doesn't, people may be uncertain about this restart, but if Liverpool were to win it, weren't to win it, I think this would go down as one of the most amazing chunks of a season
100%.
that's ever happened. Because that would be one hell of a fall. Okay, let's go to the foot of the table then, Dave. So in terms of who I predicted to be relegated, I had Sheffield United down there, Norwich down there, and Brighton down there. Now, one of those is not like the others. Sheffield United aren't getting relegated. But down there we have a number of sides vying for it. So it's probably from like 15th down. We currently have Brighton, West Ham, Watford, Bournemouth, Villa, and Norwich. Dave, your predictions were Palace, Brighton, and Sheffield United. So 2 out of 3. Again, Palace look pretty safe now.
Yeah, I went all sorts of wrong, didn't I?
Yeah, you had it in for Crystal Palace, if I remember at the start of the season.
I did have it in, yeah. I said Roy Hodgson was going to be first manager sacked. I said Palace would go down. Yeah, I just didn't see them doing very well.
Honest, I do feel like they're teetering. I mean, I remember a few months back I put a bet on them, didn't I? They were in a horrible run of form. I put a bet on them to be relegated, and then they literally Josh places bet. Yeah. Palace win 4 games in a row or something like that. It was like, oh. That is how my betting goes. I'm very happy I only bet like 10p's and pounds because
you are the advert why people shouldn't bet.
Yeah, if you want to win anything on gambling, I just talk to me and I'll tell you the opposite of what to do. I'll tell you what I've bet and you bet the opposite. So, Dave, I think we're going to narrow it down to those 6 clubs. We think Southampton are safe, do we?
Yeah, I think Southampton are safe now. I think they've got enough about them, and there's just teams that are much worse. So
they do have. I mean, Newcastle and Southampton do have that horribly poor goal difference. So if they were to get sucked into something.
Yeah, but I just think
all it takes is a couple of. If it takes a couple of wins, well, it takes a couple of wins from 3 clubs, which makes it a lot harder.
That's the thing, yeah. I mean, Norwich and Villa are definitely worse, and then Bournemouth, Brighton. I would say currently everyone below Southampton are better than those teams, like for the rest of the season.
Yeah, I mean, obviously around Christmas time, they had Danny Ings on absolute flames, didn't they? So that was pretty much the reason why they find themselves there. And okay, so out of those 6 sides, who are you going for, Dave?
What to go down?
To go Doon.
Norwich Villa. I'm not sure about Villa. I'm just not sure about Villa. I really think they might pull something out.
Well, to go for it, Dave.
Norwich, Bournemouth, West Ham.
Norwich, Bournemouth, West Ham.
Norwich, Bournemouth. I think West Ham's luck's going to run out. Yeah.
Okay.
What are you going for?
Norwich, yes.
You're writing these down, yeah? Because I'm not writing them down.
Yeah. Norwich, I'm going Villa, because that ties in with my future predictions of other elsewhere, and it will get us a chance to see John Terry managing them in full kit. I mean, he has to be told to put a bib on because he's distracting. And yeah, I'm going to go with that current bottom 3 because that's what I kind of want to see: Norwich, Villa, and Bournemouth.
So you're saying from that for the 9 remaining games. Nothing's going to change in that bottom 3.
Well, lots will change. It will to and fro, but once the dust settles and after the last game, in kind of mid-July, month's time, we'll find ourselves. I mean,
I'll tell you what I would love if that said 37 games and you still had the possibility of 1 from 3 teams getting relegated, or 2, because Villa are technically still safe with. If Villa won, right? Let's say Villa are playing Brighton. Oh my God! Imagine if Villa were playing Brighton. West Ham and Watford were playing each other, and Bournemouth were playing Liverpool. So if Aston Villa beat Brighton, they'd go to 28. West Ham and Watford both draw, 28. Bournemouth go down.
Yeah.
Or they beat. That's what I want. There's no title race, so I want a relegation final game.
We need a nice relegation battle. I mean, we're going to have a battle for top 4 though. That'll be kind of interesting. But yeah, I mean, problem with Villa though, that might be the end of Villa.
Yeah.
I mean, these clubs going down, they need to be managed. And Bournemouth and Norwich, I think, are more secure. But, I mean, West Ham's and the Villas aren't run particularly well. That'll be the concerning bit.
Yeah, I think if West Ham go down, I think that could be them stuck in the Championship, if not League One, going down to League One and bouncing back from there. I think West Ham will really struggle because they've got a fan base that don't like the owners. They always pick bad managers. Always. They can't pick a good manager. I think they might struggle. Unless
if West Ham were to get relegated,
yeah.
Where does David Moyes go from there?
Nowhere. I think Scotland.
Yeah,
Take over at Rangers when... Or was he a Celtic boy? I can't remember, David Moyes. Celtic, I think. I think he's a Celtic fan. But I could see him going to, if he's not, I could see him going to Rangers when Steven Gerrard moves to the Premiership eventually.
I think that we've spoken about his poor career choices previously, which have led him to kind of his stock's very much fallen ever since his Everton days. But another relegation, wouldn't it be?
Yeah, another one. He got Sunderland relegated, didn't he? Yeah.
That would be cataclysmic for him.
Yeah. Question coming in just on that topic: do clubs like Nottingham Forest, Aston Villa, and alike, do they have to forget this big club mentality that they seem to have?
I think it definitely, if you look into the back rooms behind the scenes of the clubs, I think there will always be people who have that mentality, which doesn't help the process at all. They would manage. I think they manage it differently because I think the fans expect something. They sign players because they think they need a bigger name or a kind of a bit of a star or something like that. They rather than building, they feel like they need a short-term fix rather than long-term planning. You see that especially with Nottingham Forest. Christ, it's just short-term after short-term.
Yeah.
So I don't think it really benefits anyone ever keeping that kind of dreams of grandeur.
Okay. All right. So back to the predictions then.
Back to the predictions. So we have Liverpool to win it, and I mean a bit of a mixed bag, but we both think Norwich and Bournemouth going down, with Villa and West Ham being. We both think Claret and Blue will join them.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go. Well, let's talk about surprise package because obviously mentioned Southampton there, and I don't think we've done two. We both called Southampton to be a surprise package. I think that's been reasonable. I mean, it's obviously no guess.
I don't think so.
If we'd chosen Sheffield United as a surprise package, we'd be patting each other on the back. But who's been more of a surprise package so far than who's been second most surprising package?
Crystal Palace for me, because I predicted them to really struggle. Crystal Palace up there in 11th. I think they've had a much better season than anyone would have expected. You can argue Leicester, currently top 4. Like, that's a surprise, I think. I would say Southampton haven't been as big a surprise as I thought they would. Like, when I picked them as a surprise package, I was thinking like 10th or 9th or 8th or something pushing like that. I really trusted Hassan Hutel. I really thought the squad they had would push on. But I'm not happy with that. When you say you think we've done it well, we've predicted them as a surprise package. I think not.
But if you look at my league table, I had them in 12th as a surprise package.
Yeah, I can understand that, but I think
maybe I thought going with that would be a cup win or something. But I suppose it's been very two different Southamptons in the start and then what we see now. But
So I think I would say we're not on course for that at the moment.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any. It's too little of a season to go to have a secondary surprise package.
No, we both pick Sheffield United, I imagine.
Yeah. Okay. Let's choose about first manager to be sacked, shall we?
Yeah.
So originally, you obviously with your
hatred of Crystal Palace
bias, your hatred chose Roy Hodgson. Yeah. And I chose Dean Smith, and it was actually Quique Sanchez Flores. Who would you say in the next month or so? 1, do you think we'll see a sacking? And 2, who do you think it'll be?
I don't think we'll see one in the season. I think we'll see one as soon as the season finishes. I think
that's quite likely in the sense that it's just so cut and thrust. There's normally there's like an international break where we always talk about being like kind of a sacking period, and this is kind of like it's literally you sack someone, you probably do that like in between on the day you haven't got a game or something.
Yeah. I think, but if we did see one go, or even straight after the season finishes, David Moyes.
David Moyes is your man, is he?
Yeah, David Moyes is the man I'm saying will be the first manager to go either in the season or after the season.
Interesting.
Even if they stay up, I think they'll sack him.
I don't think so. I think that clubs maybe there'll be a bit more longer stay of execution. Money tight, paying compensation.
Well, you think Dean Smith though, don't you? So.
Yeah.
Do you think that because you think he is actually going to get sacked, or do you think that because you really just want to see John Terry as a player manager wearing full manager?
Oh, it's a myriad of options here to choose from. So, 1, I don't think he's very good. 2, I think Aston Villa will get relegated.
Yeah.
and so if he's not sacked during the season, as relegation is confirmed before the end of the season, and year 3 is I want to see John Terry in that dugout doing a Scott Parker. How many managers get their first chance at a job with relegation already confirmed?
Yeah, I just don't want to see John Terry as a manager. I'm quite happy with life now, knowing that John Terry isn't in the forefront of it in football in any way whatsoever. He's not on the cameras. He's not really on the sideline getting in the way. He's at a relatively small club in terms of the Premier League. I think I'm happy. I'm happy that John Terry isn't in my life at all in football. And if he becomes a manager, even in the Championship, I think he's going to be an irritating little git. Quite big git. But
he switched from Crystal Palace hate to John Terry hate.
I've always hated John Terry. I've always hated John Terry. In fact, I'd say I hate John Terry more than Crystal Palace. I don't hate Crystal Palace. It was just I had the in for them this season.
So in terms of, I've not really seen this side of you, Dave, in this podcast in terms of overtly hating. It's normally with me, with Troy Deeney and his attitude, but I that's softened after his good work through this lockdown, and he hasn't played. So, is John Terry your most hated figure in football?
I think he's my most disliked figure in football. Yeah, I'd say he's my most.
Tone down the hate now.
Well, hate's a very strong word.
It is a very strong word.
It's a very strong word, and I don't know him personally, so I can't really hate him. But I just generally dislike the guy. Like he's.
I don't mind him.
Yeah, but there's never anything. What's positive about John Terry?
He was a very good footballer.
Well, that's so what? So is Troy Deeney technically.
Is he?
Well, he plays in the Premier League, so he's got to be bloody good. Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? I don't know. Maybe he's been out of my mind and out of the limelight. But yeah, I don't really have much hatred or dislike for John Terry.
Yeah, I do.
He dresses very badly.
He's been caught with like drugs. He's been shagged Wayne Bridges' wife or girlfriend or whatever it was. Do you know I hate more? What?
Or I have more dislike for? Ryan Giggs.
Yeah.
Infinitely more than John Terry.
I mean, he did knob his brother's wife, which is just horrendous.
For a long while.
Yeah, absolutely horrendous.
And the fact, do you know what? My dislike comes from the fact that he doesn't get he's not vilified anywhere near as much as John Terry is.
No.
My annoyance.
Yeah.
But
okay.
Hey, we'll leave the there's negativity. There's no need for that negativity.
That is a post-season podcast waiting to happen.
Yeah.
Loves and hates of football.
So we have David Moyes and Dean Smith as our managers. We think, but we think we probably might. There's a strong chance it might wait until the end of the season, post-season, that month in between the two seasons.
Yeah, I think we can change that to because obviously we got first manager to be sacked wrong. So I think we can just change that to first manager to leave the Premier League club.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's talk about Golden Boot. I chose Harry Kane. That didn't go according to plan. Spurs' season been poor. Harry Kane's probably been poor. Then got injured. Is now back from injury.
Yeah.
And you chose Sergio Aguero, who's third in the current race, 3 goals behind the leader Jamie Vardy, and with Aubameyang in second. First question,
yeah.
Who do you think is going to be the Golden Boot winner? Secondary question, who is going to score the most goals in these 9 games?
Yeah, that's a very interesting one. I'm just going to get the Golden Boot list up in front of me. I know you said it just there. Golden Boot race, there we go. No, why? I clearly typed Golden Boot race. I don't give a crap about the Golden Shoe.
Well, I'll run you through it. So first, Jamie Vardy on 19. Second, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang on 17. Aguero and Salah both on 16. Danny Ings on 15. And then Mane and Rashford both on 14. That completes the kind of top 6, obviously. With Tammy Abraham, Calvert-Lewin, Raul Jimenez, Harry Kane still there. But, Harry Kane's 8 goals off the top there. But
yeah. I think... out of all of those, I'm tempted to stick with Aguero, but I'm also leaning quite heavily towards Aubameyang because no one else really scores for Arsenal. I can't see anyone potentially score. If Arsenal are going to score, I can't picture anyone really scoring their goals other than Aubameyang. I'll go Aubameyang. I'll change to Aubameyang.
You're going Aubameyang. I'm going Aguero.
Oh, for God's sake!
So Jamie Vardy is obviously top of the list, but he scores his goals in kind of flurries, don't he? And it's all dependent on getting on that kind of purple patch. Whereas Aguero always scores goals, and Aguero has that much more propensity to get hat tricks, doesn't he? And before you know it, bang, he's got a hat trick. He's got, I think, his most hat tricks in Premier League history. And before you know it, he can get hat trick against Arsenal, and he's joint top. And so I think he can really do that.
That's a good point. Can I stick with Aguero?
No, you've done it now, Dave.
Okay. I was thinking though, you saying that Jamie Vardy goes in like fits and starts and hates these purple patches. He could very easily now, with this rest and break, come back fully rejuvenated.
Yeah, no, that's what my thinking has been, that he's going to come back and he's been rested, and because he was just in a drought, wasn't he? Really.
I'm going Jamie Vardy now that I've convinced myself with this rest that he's going to bang the goals in.
Jamie Vardy for Dave.
Yeah, and he's going to stay top of the list. And it would be great to have an English Golden Boot winner again. Be lovely.
Okay, and so do you think he'll also score the most between now and the end of the season then?
No.
So everybody starts on 0. Who's going to score the most?
Marcus Rashford.
Oh, we're both going to do the same thing here. We're both just going to be favouring our players who've come back from injury.
Yeah.
I'm going to have Harry Kane. Because
So
Harry Kane back, he likes records, I think, and he'll just want to. I think I reckon he'd have set himself a target of scoring 9 goals in the last 9 games to get to 20 goals a season again.
Yeah, fair enough. So, we've got one quick thing that came through. Shiver's come in and said, Wolves in 10th, I feel sick. So, we'll add that into a little thing. Where are Wolves going to finish in the season, Josh? Because this was your prediction.
That was my prediction, yeah, because I thought last season was... I think they're a good side, but I think last season with their consistent squad and players kind of were all kind of rested, lucky with injuries. This season I thought they'd fall away because of that lack of kind of structure they had, and having to use more, especially with Europa League. I thought they'd fall away from it. I think his rest would have done them really well, actually, because I think Raul Jimenez was always like he was on his last legs.
Yeah.
Every single match I saw him. So
they're currently 6th.
They're currently 6th.
Will they take 5th? Do you think finish 6th or lower?
I think they'll finish in the top 7. I'd say. I think they'll finish 6th or 7th. Sorry, I don't think they'll get top. Well, no, yeah, I think 6th or 7th is where I'll put them.
Pick one.
Yeah, the 6th.
6th. So you think Tottenham will finish 7th?
You don't want to know my thoughts on Tottenham.
Yeah, I'm going to say Wolves will finish the season in 6th. I think they'll stick in 6th. Wolves. I think the rest has done everybody else in that current top 5 a very good thing of then cementing them in the top 5. I don't think the top 5 will change. So.
You don't think the top 5 is going to change?
No, I think they'll switch positions, but I don't think any of those clubs currently in the top 5 will drop out of the top 5.
I do.
You think Man United will?
I'm not sure who, but I think this is just the strange hope you have as a Spurs fan. But I just think we've got players back. We've got. It's just going to. I think remember like when you have double games and two match days in 1 week. It's going to be so quick, and all it takes is a couple of games win, and you're like, oh my goodness, you can see the pressure will be telling there. Yeah. I think with Mourinho having this time with his squad and getting players, I think the Spurs will have a really good end to the season.
I think you're putting your faith horrendously
incoming Spurs to get thrashed by Manchester United and Harry Kane to get injured again and Giovanni Lo Celso to get injured and me to be crying again. But honestly, I think Spurs will have a really good end to the season.
So on that then, we've had another question in from Chitanya again. Do you think Tottenham and Arsenal will make top 7? I'm going to say no. I can't see Arsenal improving at all. Like, maybe 9th and 8th, but I'm not sure if there's going to be more than that. So,
I would be surprised if... Again, but the same what I've said about Spurs, it could be true for Arsenal. Obviously, Arteta having a chance to work with his squad. Maybe Tierney and Bellerin getting a bit more time to come back from their big injuries might help. But other than that, they didn't have too many injuries around their squad, if from memory. So I think there's just, for me, there's inherent flaws in the squad, which is going to stop them progressing. Whereas I feel like Spurs had the good squad, with just injuries and the run of form was what hampered them. I think the breaks helped Tottenham. There's only the kind of Arteta getting familiar with the Arsenal squad is going to would be their only fillip. So I think Spurs are going to fare better than Arsenal in this time.
Okay.
But yeah, I think Arsenal will do. I think they'll do all right, but I don't know. No, I don't think so.
Okay, let's move it on quickly then onto Europe.
So Europe, it was still to be defined what this structure looked like. So midweek, I think it's June 17th, they're going to determine what it looks like. So rumour is a kind of a mini tournament for Champions League will be a mini tournament in Lisbon.
Yeah.
I think they might be playing because there's obviously some round of 16 games, second leg still to play. I think, is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I think they may play those and then have a mini tournament. And so I think something similar for Europa League. But there's obviously another round of matches to play. So it's difficult to say what the outcome is because we don't really know the format of the games that are being played. But I would say I'm still sticking with my Man City choice because that is what they've got to play for. They can do what they want in the league. They can try things, and Pep can try things. And he's been accused, and I think he's guilty of it in the Champions League, of trying things, trying to overthink things, and trying to be different when he should be playing the way he plays in the Premier League. But this is his sole focus now. I think they can probably walk to second place now. They're 4 points ahead of Leicester with a game in hand. Smash Arsenal, and I think that
I don't see either of my European predictions changing. I see Man City Champions League winners. I see Man United Europa League winners. So
yeah, let me have a look at Europa. I'm not against Man United for Europa League.
My Europa League.
My uncertainty is Solskjaer, to be honest with you.
Well, yeah. My Europa League winners are Man United or Wolves. So
it's very dependent on how this kind of this new format's going to work for me, how it's going to look. But I don't know. I'd probably Wolves got Olympiacos here at last. Yeah, you're probably going to go for the next round. I'm going to go for Inter Milan to win the Inter Milan to win the Europa League.
Bit of breaking news for you, Josh, very quickly. Edson Cavani and Thiago Silva are saying they're definitely going to leave PSG after the Champions League is finished.
This is interesting in terms of replacing those. Thiago Silva. I mean, we was talking about Cavani going to like Atletico Madrid or over to Spain. Thiago Silva, he's not. I mean, what kind of side do you think that he could? Is there a Premier League side? Do you think he could?
Arsenal. They need a centre back. He's a good centre back. He's a little bit older, can give experience. I think Thiago Silva at Arsenal.
Especially, it seems like David Luiz is going to leave, but that was I say formidable. 10 years ago, that was a partnership in the World Cup, which ended badly because Thiago Silva was suspended. I want to say. So if you were to pick a Premier League side for Thiago Silva,
Arsenal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
can see that.
Yeah. So, and Cavani, I'd pick Spurs.
I'd take him.
Yeah. So I think Spurs need it. I think he's older now. He might be happy to play a bit part backup, sort of come in as a first choice. He'll look at Harry Kane's injury record and notice he's a bit injury prone. Get a good number of games. That's not a good face, is it, Josh? You don't agree with that, but no,
it was a sad face. That was my sad face.
But any more predictions we got to do? Because I just realised time-wise we're an hour and 5 minutes in, so we've got
no. That's the end of predictions. So we'll leave that there, and we'll just whistle back to Wikifile.
We've got to do Wikifiles. Yeah, we'll get on predictions. We'll get them typed up and we'll put them on screen next episode or whatever.
Yes, correct.
So I got a Wikifile. Here comes a Wikifile. I got a Wikifile for you. Hey, the Wikifile's on screen. It's from Josh to me, and we've got 95 to 96 Ipswich Town. Youth career, made his senior appearance for Ipswich 96 to 1999, 3 years, 91 appearances, 9 goals. Immediately screams defender.
That immediately screams defender. 1 in 10.
1 in 10. Yeah, holding midfielder, more defensive minded midfielder or defender. 99, 2007. Wow, long career at Newcastle United. 190 appearances, 23 goals. What's that? That's 1 in
11.
11-ish. Yeah, 1 in 11, 12. 2007, 2011 moved to West Ham United. 30 appearances, no goals. 2011 went back to Ipswich on loan. 4 appearances, 0 goals. 2011, 2013 Queen's Park Rangers. 5 appearances, 0 goals. And 2013 Middlesbrough, 9 appearances, 2 goals, giving him 329 appearances, 34 goals. So he averaged about 1 in 10 throughout his career. I would guess that is Titus Bramble. Kieran Dyer.
Kieran Dyer.
Kieran Dyer, when I first started reading it, was the name that came to mind. And then I saw the goals and I thought, that can't be Kieran Dyer.
I know, and I was surprised saying that he went for 3 clubs not scoring. I mean, albeit 2 of them have next to nothing appearances, but yeah, a goal drought in terms.
Yeah.
He was. Oh, I did like Kieran Dyer.
I remember us getting back off holiday watching Match of the Day and seeing him have the fight with Lee Bowyer.
I don't know what was it. It was referenced in something. I think it might have been referenced in the TV series Killing Eve. They referenced that as people falling out, and I was like, "Well, lovely reference."
Wow, lovely stuff.
Yeah.
Congratulations to Shiv and Ross, both in the chat got it right. So,
how many? So we'll go to the international. How many? What do you reckon his international appearances look like?
Oh, did he go to the World Cup, Kieran Dyer?
I imagine there was a World Cup with him in it. Yeah.
I'm going to go with 12 appearances, 0 goals.
33 appearances, 0 goals.
33 appearances. He was
a member of the squad. He was a member of 2002 and 2004 Euros.
Okay. Is there anything in his personal section?
Personal section.
Got into a fight with Lee Bowyer on the pitch.
It was named a contestant on I'm a Celebrity in 2015.
Okay, don't remember that.
He came 4th in the show, lasted 21 days, and he donated his entire fee to the Julie Brady Foundation.
Nice.
In February 2018, Dyer told the public at the age of 11 he'd been sexually abused by his great uncle Kenny.
There you go.
That's news, I take it, but that's very sad to see, and that's.
It is sad to hear that, yeah. So.
I was reading someone else's Wikipedia page the other day, and it was Michaela Strachan. Don't you remember her from the Really Wild show? And in her personal life, it says Michaela Strachan is allergic to elephants. I was like, not many people get tested for that.
How would you know? Yeah, how would you find out you're allergic to elephants?
She was on the Really Wild show, wasn't she? She's done her fair share of kind of nature stuff. So
they didn't get many elephants though, if I remember rightly, on the Really Wild show. It was like bugs and shit, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was Chris Packham, wasn't it? He's had his finger bitten off. Is it Chris Packham had a finger bitten off by an otter?
I think it was, yeah. He had his fingertip bitten off, yeah.
Yeah.
So, good knowledge.
Good.
Right, we'll bring that knowledge back round to the quiz.
So I asked Dave to name all these 20 Premier League clubs from the 11-12 season. I've given him the nationality of a manager, I've given him nationality of a captain, the kit manufacturer, shirt sponsor, and the stadium capacity. And Dave has done quite well. He has yet to name. There's kind of 6 outstanding elements. So we'll go for the 5th club down. The England manager, the English captain, the kit manufacturer is Burda, shirt sponsor is Sporting Bet, and the capacity is 27,828. What you got, Dave?
Literally nothing. Sporting. I'm struggling to see who has Sporting Bet on their top, and Burda means it must have been a one-season wonder in the league.
They did get relegated. Yes, I think they. Yes, they did get relegated. This is Wolverhampton Wanderers. They got relegated because their captain was the relegator, Roger Johnson.
Okay, there you go. Who was their manager?
Can you name me the manager?
Mick McCarthy, I was going to say, but
Terry Connor was the. I think it might have been a mix actually.
Yeah, because he took over at the end of the season, didn't he?
Yeah, first job you get handed to you is when your side's been relegated.
First job, okay. You've got Roger Johnson as captain, you're definitely going down.
Yeah. So then we have the Everton. You'd named obviously David Moyes as manager, but you didn't know the English captain they had. Have you got any ideas?
And it wasn't Baines and it wasn't Jagielka.
Yeah.
In 2011, and you said he had represented England quite a lot.
Yeah, and it was another defensive player. He could have played maybe left back, could have played right back, could have played defensive mid.
Phil Neville.
Phil Neville.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Okay. Then we have Norwich, which is the Scottish manager, the English captain. So Paul Lambert. You don't know the English captain, though.
No, I don't.
Striker, big burly striker, became a or wanted to be a wrestler, I think.
Dean Ashton.
No, much past Dean Ashton. He was a big burly. This is Grant Holt.
Oh, Grant Holt.
Yes.
I wouldn't have got that in a long time.
So you now got 3 clubs left. So you have the next one down: English manager, Northern Ireland captain, Adidas and Bodog. Then you have the Scottish manager, English captain, Umbro and Prince's Trust. You have the Northern Ireland manager, English captain, Adidas and 32 Red. So, do you know any of them?
No.
Okay, so we have there.
Who is sponsored by Bodog?
Bodog is West Bromwich Albion.
Oh, for God's sake! So
their English manager was. You probably want him to get sacked.
Roy Hodgson.
Roy Hodgson and the Northern Ireland captain, who's I think retiring at the end of this season. Actually, Chris Brunt, great, wonderful effort always.
Yeah. Can I just put it out there? I don't have anything against Roy Hodgson. It is just Crystal Palace.
You have something against Crystal Palace, do you? Okay.
No, I like it.
All right. Okay, so then Umbro, Prince's Trust, they play in blue and white. Northern Lancashire.
Blackburn,
Ewood Park. And manager was...
Oh.
Forgettable character. Very forgettable.
The guy that ended up managing out in Brunei.
Did he?
Yeah. And I can't remember his name. He's that forgettable.
Steve
K. Begins with a K.
Yeah, Steve Keane.
Yeah.
Managed in Brunei and the Dulai Penguin Muda Makota Football Club in
Singapore. They actually play Singapore.
Oh, okay.
They play in the Singapore DPMM. They play in the Singapore, or they used to play in the Singapore League.
But they're from, because you have a bit of amalgamation of different countries there, don't you? So they're from Brunei, but Singapore League. All right. Okay. So that is, and then captain. English captain, played in goal.
Paul Robinson.
Always carried a bit of extra timber. Good keeper. Good agility. Good kicker. Lovely kicker of the ball. Scored a goal, obviously, against Watford, against Ben Foster. Okay, and then final club, Northern Ireland manager, English captain, Adidas sponsor, Adidas manufacturer, 32 Red shirt sponsor, play in. Is it white or is it a bit of an off-white? Bit of off-white? No, it is going to be white. Yeah.
Fulham.
You've already got Fulham with Martin Yole managing. That'd be very strange if they had twice in the league. But a very small stadium, only 20,000.
Swansea
City. Who's managing them?
Gary Monk.
That is the captain.
Oh, okay.
You know this manager.
Oh, Brendan Rodgers.
Brendan Rodgers.
Yes. Yeah.
Well done, Dave.
And
you guessed them all apart from Gary Caldwell, who you made me give you.
Yeah. I can't think of the order. It's got to be something to do with the league. Like standing.
Yes, the order is their current league standing.
Oh, that's very clever, Ross. Josh. And I keep calling him Ross Josh. There we go. Bloody hell. That's very clever, Josh. Yeah.
Yeah, so Bolton languishing, bottom of League One. With Sunderland Sunderland just missed out on promotion again. Then the rest of them are all in the Championship currently, who aren't in the Premier League Cup. So from West Brom, Fulham, Blackburn, Swansea. So that's amazing, isn't it? So what's that? That is 11 of those clubs are in the Premier League, and probably 2 of them are set to get relegated in Villa and City. Yeah. And Norwich City. So that would mean 9 years on, only 9 would remain in the Premier League.
Bloody hell. That's good.
Bloody hell.
I enjoyed that quiz, Josh, because you made it yourself and it was very interesting.
Oh, thank you.
But you don't need a quiz for next week. Although we could do a half-time quiz.
Let's do a half-time quiz.
All right, we'll do a half-time quiz.
Half-time quiz. Yes. So next week, it'll be Friday night, 8:15. Probably come on at 8. We're going to be watching the Manchester United Spurs match live. We'll be talking through probably just our reactions as goal after goal goes in.
For Man United.
Don't know how it's going to go. Yeah, but we'll talk them through. Obviously, it won't be on screen, so you have to be watching it yourself. But if you fancy us in the background, sync yourselves up with us, and we'll just join you. But if not, you can watch it later on and see how it went and see which one's crying at the end.
Josh is going to be crying at the end.
Yeah, but thank you for tuning in, everybody. Thank you for listening. It's been a pleasure as always. If you want to catch any of our back catalogue, check us out on all our YouTube history is there, on Spotify and SoundCloud. If you want to interact with us, follow us on Twitter @FootballTalk. But remember,
there's no A in football.
No A in football. But what a week's coming up. We're back to normal. We have live football coming on Wednesday, which we can talk about before or during, or we'll mention it throughout the live stream. We have live football coming back thick and fast. So you won't have to put up with us rambling on about absolute nonsense for now. We can talk about actual football. So I hope you enjoy it and see you next time.
Thank you very much for watching. Cheers. Bye.
Bye.